My name is Andreas Cahling. I am 61. In a few days, I'll be 62. I was born November 19, 1952. I have competed in bodybuilding during 6 different life decades, starting in my teens in 1969, and then I competed in my 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, that's it. In 2012, in December, I entered the IFB Masters Mr. Olympia. And I'm making this video to talk about an issue that's talked a lot about, and it's a very important issue, and it's the use of insulin in combination with human growth hormone in bodybuilding, and what the risks and the benefits might be. I prepared some notes here for myself, so here we go. Growth hormone has been used in bodybuilding since the 1970s. First out came the rumor of a monkey hormone, and a monkey growth hormone, that is, and it's supposed to be used by some pro bodybuilders. It was probably mostly just that, a rumor, and I sure never saw any of it around. The HGH, the human growth hormone that was first used by athletes, it was bioidentical and made from human cadaver glands. It had to be transported with care and required constant refrigeration. I first learned about how some powerlifters had started to use this kind of human growth hormone. It worked, and the scare stories were mostly just that, scare stories. Medically illiterate writers in the media came out with all kinds of horror stories and theories about athletes developing enormous jaws and acromegalia, which stands for giantess. In the 1980s came the Swedish synthetic growth hormone from Vitron, which changed the world of sports. It was initially marketed with claims that the bioidentical HGH made from cadavers could transfer a virus disease and had therefore been pulled off the market. This was more likely a patent technical issue, and the old version was bought to give face for the new Swedish patentable growth hormone, which quickly became a favorite drug among Olympic athletes and others. During the 1984 Olympic Games, they were loaded with the Swedish growth hormone, and one of my doctors, R.I.P. Dr. Robert Kerr, he went public to tell that he had prescribed growth hormone to many athletes competing in the 1984 Olympics. I know other doctors who were there too with the athletes. Dr. Kerr was a pioneer with HGH and strongly believed in its therapeutic, healing, and anti-aging properties. As a coincidence, the arrival of the Swedish synthetic growth hormone also coincided with the golden era of Swedish track and field. About 1981, I better stretch up here so I don't look so thin, right? Yeah, so bodybuilding, we have to position yourself, you know, working with those illusions. See how vanity overtook me? LOL. Okay, here we go again. Yeah, about 1981, I learned about how some diabetic bodybuilders were making incredible size gains and being praised for their achievements despite suffering from diabetes and being insulin dependent. I told one of them, it is not a disadvantage for a diabetic bodybuilder to build muscle, since the insulin is a potent anabolic hormone, and the combination with HGH creates a powerful anabolic environment. He told me, I know, but I never tell anyone that. I also realized early that this could become a very dangerous practice. Used incorrectly, the insulin could put a bodybuilder into a coma, and that is what happens as well to some bodybuilders. Unfortunately, some speculated that a riskier way of taking the insulin on an empty stomach and then training before eating might cause bigger gains and really, kickstart the whole process, so to speak. And never, ever try that. Seriously, no kidding. It could really put you up and down for good in a very short time. I know people who had close calls. Yeah, so never ever try this. And if someone do use insulin for bodybuilding, do so after starting a meal, into the meal. And do not experiment with raw science when it comes to insulin. Consult with a medical doctor. It really can kill you, and it's 1,000 times more risky when used improperly than any other current or past hormone used by bodybuilders. During the 90s, the use of HGH in combination with insulin came into common use, and many bodybuilders became a size or size and a half, or maybe 2 sizes bigger. A new era had arrived. This was before the advent of IGF-1 and many of the research chemicals so popular in bodybuilding and all other sports today. IGF-1 and research chemicals has opened up a whole new world of possibilities for athletes and non-athletes alike. Since most of these chemicals and peptide hormones are not testable, they're popular with athletes competing in the Olympics who can use them and use them while going under the radar and undetected in those tests that are being set up for them. Using research chemicals comes with risks, serious risks. IGF-1, IGF-2, and other research chemicals used in sports and elsewhere is, however, a big subject and will not be covered in this video. I do not sell HGH, insulin, or any other drug, but I do sell some supplements and some clothes at my website, www.andreascahling.com. I hope this video was of some benefit to people wanting to know more about performance enhancement in bodybuilding and other sports. Hope you have a great day wherever you are. Thanks for listening.